Hello and welcome to Rambling with Rob. In today's episode we've got to sort out some cucumbers which are being incredibly naughty. We've got to plant up this helenium which has been hanging out by the house in this little pot for way too long. There's a lot of weeding to be done. It's going to be a busy one, so let's stop talking and get working. The first task is these cucumbers. Now they are weird cucumbers. I've gone with crystal lemon cucumbers, which are essentially round yellow cucumbers. I've grown them before. Didn't have actually much success, but I'm giving them another go. If at first you don't succeed, grow round yellow cucumbers is the famous phrase, I think. They've got really cute little yellow flowers, which is where those cucumbers are going to come from. Sorry if there's loads of weird noises, a plane doing loop-the-loops over there. But the reason why these little cucumbers are being naughty is because they're sprawling. They've tipped over the raised bed that they're going to. I wanted them to climb up these beautiful little teepee things that I've made. Anthony made one too. It's going to be quite a simple construction. I'm going to be using bamboo sticks. I'm kind of going to put them in, see if I can get the cucumbers to climb back up them and then back towards the main structure itself. That's my plan. But look, these cucumbers, they're a naughty bunch. Now I need the string. A massive tip when it comes to string: don't use white string because it's so visible on the plant. So use like a garden twine, either like a Hessian colour, like a browny beige. I always use green because it's nice and dark and it hides in the plant a bit more. You don't want to tie it too tight because as the stem expands, if it's too tight, it will cut into it. I'll tell you what, if I wasn't recording this video, I would be listening to the new Madonna album because I haven't done that yet and I'm kind of intrigued. Is it any good? I hope so, because Confessions on a Dance Floor. Is it Confessions on a Dance Floor or Confessions of a Dance Floor? Confessions on a Dance Floor, if that is its real name. That's one of my favourite albums of all time because it's camp and fun. Okay, now for plant number 2. What is a good cucumber recipe? I mean, how do you eat your cucumbers? It's quite a personal question to ask, but I'm going to have quite a few of them, hopefully. These two plants are going to be cucumber machines. These ones are kind of spiky, if I remember rightly, so you have to give them a good old scrub before you eat them. Can't remember actually if you're supposed to peel them completely. Need to do a bit of Googling before I start munching away. Oh, my mother is going to be proud. Does everyone else do that? Cut string and then be like, oh, it's half the size I actually need it to be. Let me finish these and then we're going to move on to the next job. Actually, I've spotted something that I really want to show you. These are the strangest little peas that I've ever grown. They're called asparagus peas. And again, I've made some strange little teepee for them. They're called asparagus peas because I think they taste like asparagus, not because they look in any way like asparagus. But right now the sun is coming through these very strangely, almost gilled, frilled shaped peas, and you can see the individual peas inside it. I'm not harvesting them just yet. I'm going to let them grow a little bit bigger. I just wanted to show you those before we move on because they are a cutie and something I've never grown before in the garden. Oh my gosh, maybe I could make a crystal lemon cucumber and asparagus pea salad. Hurry up, lemons. Can you let me know if you just also buy plants and then forget about them? This poor little helenium has been hanging out by the house for well over a week. It's had a bit of a drying spell, bless it, in this little pot. It's going in this kind of wild, semi-wildflowery, meadowy, bordery thing. This border's got loads of different types of scabious. I love black night scabious, then a new pinky one that I've got. It's actually got cosmos, honeyworts, hydrangeas, and it goes right through to even more of that stuff. Loads of alliums are hanging around in here as well, grasses, even a couple of patio roses are buried in here. We have an amazing wildflower meadow on that side. And I don't want all the bugs and the insects and the mice and everything just to be stuck over there. I want them to be able to explore this garden too. Also, it's a fantastic opportunity to use my brand new spade, which is beautiful. Look at how beautiful it is. I chose a helenium because I love the flowers. They're a little bit almost like an echinacea, but with more of a bally center. This variety is called short and sassy, a little bit like me. Let's take her out. She's a perennial, so she should come back every year. Tickle the roots a little bit, just so that it knows it's no longer in that pot. And then we're going in. This is always the fun bit. And when you realise that you didn't dig a hole anywhere near that bit, it's definitely broken, look, okay. Let's just pretend you didn't see that. The great thing about having clay soil is that it is really rich in nutrients. Not everything likes it. A few that I've had have passed away and didn't come back. So let's just wish me luck on this one. Kind of crumbling up the big lumps of soil, but she's in. She's gonna flower beautifully here and I'll be able to see her right from back there in the kitchen window, contrasting against this nepeta. It's gonna look pretty nice, I think. another job done. What's the next one? I think it might include the greenhouse, which is a very, very hot place to be. Oh. Before we go in there, let's just water this and maybe water me at the same time. Sweltering on all parts of my body, if I'm 100% honest. Right, we're going in. Oh, golly gosh, what is it? Oh my gosh, the maximum is 56.5. Let's give these melons a little water. I've never, ever grown melons before. I'm gonna be keeping them in the greenhouse because I guess where melons grow, it probably is super, super hot. They are cantaloupe melons, I think. I need to find the seed packet. I've stored that somewhere. To be honest, I didn't think we'd get this far with them, so I didn't really write on the label what type of melon they are. But they are definitely a melon, that we do know. There's a rogue something growing in the seed compost, so I don't know why that's in there, but we ignore that. There's been a murder, and that's fine. I always grow more than I need, so we're gonna have to repot the raised bed down there and build some sort of protection for these Romanesco cauliflowers, because otherwise the same thing's gonna happen again. Before I plant the replacements, I'm gonna show you what I've built to keep them safe. Again, it involves a little bamboo stick or one of those funny green canes, and then a little round of chicken wire that you then turn into sort of like a little, tunnel? Little loop, little barrel. Gosh, what was I growing last year where these came in very handy? Sunflowers. It was to protect the sunflowers from the rabbits or something else. And it's very, very simple. All you do is you get your hoop or your little tunnel, you get your stick, and then you're weaving it in and out of those holes, and then you place that around the plant so the plant stays inside. Oh, there's loads of spiders' webs in there. Plant stays inside, nice and protected. I mean, obviously something can stick its head through there and give it a little nibble, but I did find that it tended to deter them a little bit. I've got 4 of those, and then I've got some absolutely hideous contraption that I built as well last year. Now look, don't laugh at me, because this has been in my garden for 2 years. This is its 3rd year. This is my primary chicken wire box, and this is gonna wrap around 2 of my Romanesco cauliflowers. It may look hideous, it may look a bit rickety and rackety, but it will do the job. And when I eat that Romanesco cauliflower, you'll be happy. Oh gosh, the backups are looking a little bit ratty, if I'm 100% honest. Do we dig out the old ones and just replace them with the best ones that we've got going? I think that's going to be the case. I feel bad pulling these out, but there's not much left because they've mainly been eaten. That one's actually got some leaves growing in the center. Maybe they are going to be okay. No, we're digging them out because this is going to give them a good head start. They're coming out, people, okay? Like that. Oh, I feel bad, but no, it's the right thing to do. Like that, plopping it in. Now let's just put the protection on it straight away, just in case something pops out of a hole somewhere and gives it a nibble. And by the way, I'm okay with things eating things. That's kind of what happens in gardening. Like, things just pop up and chew on stuff. Like, that is literally nature. And I would never ever put a pesticide down or anything like that to try and stop that from happening, because that is just part and parcel of it, learning how to deal with nature and learning what to do with it. Should we sheep them now? Let me grab 2. This looks quite cool and silhouette-y, doesn't it? It just simply goes over the top, and then you dig your little stick in, and that should keep it safe for at least a couple of weeks until it gets too big and they'll have to unsheath it. But by that point, they'll be big enough to withstand a little bit of nibbling. Fingers crossed. Ta-da! If these ones don't make it, then look, the backups are going to my brother's house, I think. So it's game over for the Romanesco cauliflowers. What an absolute mess that raised bed looks. Now, we were supposed to do one more job before the end of this video, but I've run out of time. But before the end of this one, do you remember when I built those not raised beds, what they're called? The sinks. So Ant stole, so he didn't steal, the neighbour gave us some butler sinks and we planted them up with some tiarellas. Well, you're not going to believe it, but they're actually still flowering and I'm obsessed. So if you haven't seen that video, why don't you go backwards and watch that video before episode 2 arrives. Okay then, bye.